Today, Precarious plays
Phantom Brave.
So, video game vacation spot. If you could just go there and not be responsible for any of the plot of the video game or any of the, like, conflict, you're just going to a universe, you're just going to that game's universe, and you will be there as a universe appropriate, like realm appropriate creature.
Hey there.
Analog of yourself. Where? What?
The Forbidden Land, I think it is called? Is that what it's called? I believe it is the Forbidden Land. The space that you inhabit during Shadow of the Colossus. Because...
Damn you!
What? Why?
Because that was one of the ones that I was seriously considering. I was like, would I really want to go there?
Because you insist that the rule is that you would be... you would become appropriate for that space.
Yeah.
And...
So you would just be a Colossus, wouldn't you?
I would say that I would wind up as a Colossus before I wound up as... I would say that I would either wind up being a Colossus, or I would wind up as one of the lizards or fruit.
Yeah.
Any which way. That's still not bad. It's sort of a relaxing place. I'd feel a little slighted if I wound up as a fruit just hanging from a tree, but even then that still wouldn't be that bad, because do you know how many of those fruits are overlooked when people play that game?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking of my answer to the question because I felt bad after asking it, because I was like, that's a really hard fucking question. It's because video games is not, it is no longer a small group of things. There are many things. Video games is many things.
Right.
And I'm trapped. I was seriously considering Shadow of the Colossus just because when I turn that game on and just run around with the horse, like, aggro's my buddy, and I just, just rolling around the countryside out there. It's just beautiful and wondrous. But since you took that from me, that's not fair. It was just one of several.
Well, keep in mind that all of this is dependent on me only vacationing there in like one of the presumably hundreds or thousands of years
where nothing's going on. And
right. I don't want to be there in like the week after the Wanderer shows up.
And some small annoying child is fucking up our neighborhood and climbing on top of us and sticking us all in the soft spots.
The light pollution is just terrible. There are all of these columns of light. I don't know where those came from.
God awful.
Shadow tendrils everywhere. Blah. Blah, I say.
I would really like to go wander around in the spaces that Bayonetta occupies.
Hell?
No, yes. Okay. Yeah, that alternate space where up and down don't matter and there's just a bunch of weird shit hanging out and it's strange and beautiful. And if I was not responsible for moving any sort of plot forward, I don't know what I would end up as there, though. Like, would I end up as that one squirrel asshole from, like...
Here's the problem with
would I be Luca?
question.
Would I be Luca?
The problem with this question is overwhelmingly, just statistically, right? If you don't get to pick, if it's just sort of assigned to you by the world...
Yeah.
Statistically, you're probably going to wind up as one of the bad guys because... Like one of the minion bad guys, one of the weak ones, because they are overwhelmingly, overwhelmingly they're in the majority.
I don't know if I would mind if I got to actually feel all of that. Like craziness.
Like, that's what has kept me from, like, picking a lot of RPG
I'm
stuff.
gonna say that you could pick what you were.
Oh,
so
well
long.
then shit. I'd like, if I could just, can I body swap into, wait, what the fuck am I saying? I'm playing it. It'd be Disgaea. Or Phantom Brave. It would be an NIS strategy title because there are an infinite number of generic NPCs, or not NPCs, but generic rolled units.
Yeah, and you could just roll in as a unit.
I wouldn't have to get lucky and be one of the player characters. Or I'm sorry, one of the main characters, one of like the named unique characters. I could just be I could be Blacksmith. That's fine. I could be, where's January? I wouldn't want to be January right now. But I'd be cute, get a cute two-tailed Santa hat. I'd wear that.
Yeah.
And make it look good. I could wear that. That'd be fine. It would be anybody.
You'd be here.
I'd be that. I'd be this. I'd be one of those. Maybe not one of the monsters because I don't ever use them. But I mean,
I just think that I could wander around as a badass witch. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm thinking like
there are only 2 of those left. I think
left, but you know, time
before.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, it's just the realm, right?
No, you keep changing the rules. You keep changing the rules all over the place.
The fun part about hypothetically using your brain space to hypothetically visit a fictional space is that the rules don't super matter unless you're really trying to refine the idea.
But see, here's my cheat. The reason why
Rayman. I think I would like running around and on like a platformer like that.
And the reason why I would pick an NIS title is because they are all inexplicably connected, because every one of these, it's just like a different planet in effect.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, like, explicitly that's the explanation.
Where else? What else? I mean, I just can't think of any better paradise than the Wind Waker, maybe? I don't know.
You mean like post super flood catastrophe Hyrule? Like that's where you would want to go?
When you say it that way. I don't know. I want to go somewhere that has a classical type of beauty with a bunch of strange things happening in it.
Something keeps tempting me to say like any Final Fantasy world. But I think too many random people just get straight up murdered. Because one of my first thoughts was I would love to just be able to walk around Alexandria from Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah.
But midway through that game, the Bahamut I think is always sort of a good guy.
Oh shit! Pokemon!
Oh shit! Pokemon!
Yes! We would just go live as Pokemon trainers, and you'd be my best friend there too! Oh! Problem solved! Pokemon! I don't give a fuck what you were just about to say. Fucking Pokemon.
No, I agree.
I would be right there.
You've found the answer.
Yeah! Yeah, especially if we didn't have to stay necessarily the whole time. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's my answer.
Are you ready for a loaded question?
Yeah.
Would you rather be a trainer or a Pokemon?
That is a loaded question, and I am not ready for that. I think I would probably rather be a trainer. Assuming
Joke's on you, trainers of Pokemon.
I knew you were gonna say that, and I wasn't gonna be a dick. I wasn't gonna bring that up and ruin it, but now I'm kind of wishing that I had, because that was not fun.
But I knew. We've talked about this enough that I knew that you knew. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we knew.
Everybody's on the same
knows.
page. Pokemon trainers are Pokemon. Woo!
They're just extra good Pokemon.
Actually, I think
Or maybe extra mean Pokemon? Who knows?
I'm pretty sure that trainers, unless they are born or effectively evolve into some sort of special gift,
Yeah.
unless they develop some sort of special functions, I think that they're just normal types.
Oh, I could go to school as a small child and then grow up training and raising animals to be my besties and fighting other animals and learning to do my best, and then I could get curious about a particular type of Pokemon and then specialize, and then I could go work with Professor Oak and we could run the lab together, and it would be great. And it would be great, and I would do all kinds of the experiments, and I would help write the world's most important text, the Pokedex, and I would just be so in my happy place the whole time. And it would be great, and I'd go to gyms, and I'd have friends named Jim. It would be awesome.
And you know what would happen to you if that wasn't true? If you didn't get to do any of the super fun, exciting stuff? You'd still have universal health care.
Yes.
You'd still have so much expendable income that you wouldn't feel
know.
like the slightest bit of remorse for gambling and on dogfighting. You would be supernaturally resilient to harm.
Also, everything's there's a wide variety of
Like you,
biomes around. I would be able to at least observe
right, because
tons
you
of
can
nature.
you can go from like a beach. Let me think. You can go from a beach to like a volcano to an icy mountain resort. If not just by walking, you can just have your Charizard, your ride Pokemon, fly you there in just seconds. Did you see Bomb Attack? I think that this is the last enemy, so let me show you Bomb Attack.
Yes.
I have no idea why it isn't a volleyball pun. Like it feels like it should have been like
Volley bomb.
yeah, just volley bomb. Right? Like that's what that
she
is.
spikes a volleyball at that person. Oh my gosh, yeah, Pokemon. Pokemon is definitely the right answer. I didn't know that there was a correct answer to this question when we started out, but I think that there is.
And I'm holding NIS strategy titles in my heart as a silver
backup.
medal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a medal.
You know what my silver medal is?
What?
It's Mass Effect universe. As long as I was something cool.
But then you'd have to be subjected to the end of the trilogy. You still haven't beaten the third one, so you don't know what that means.
It's okay. I
Damn
could
it.
just be alive in one of the games beforehand and die. Because lots of people died in that series all the time.
That is your medal of chocolate covered in foil.
Yeah, it would be less good, but it would be interesting.